going on? The sun is in my eyes, so I can't quite tell if y'all can see me or not. But while everybody's practicing social distancing and everybody's fearful and cautious, and there's nothing wrong with being cautious because we love our family, we should love ourselves, and we don't want anything, anybody to reach any untimely deaths. I just want to remind everybody that while so many different things are closing, let's not focus on what we can't do, but instead take the positive approach and focus on what we can do. So school is closed. A lot of people's jobs have you working from home. But as long as your hearts and your minds are open, you can focus on the things that are open for you to enjoy. Again, I happen to currently be in the Midwest, residing on one of the largest fresh water sources, not only in North America, but in this whole world. So, given that information and given that, knowing that I had a knowledge of that beauty, I decided I'm gonna come out here and experience this today. I work very hard. I work on my body, I work on my mind, I work to provide for my family and to spread love to my friends and everything like that. But one of the greatest things about being in a place like this is one of these natural beauties that everybody is not privy to experience. Lake Michigan, fresh air. I'm taking it in, taking in the sun, getting the vitamin D. It's a beautiful day outside. So they want us to be cooped up in the house, and most of us have forced air. So not to get too technical, but you have a furnace or you have AC and it forces air through the ducts and it recirculates the same air that's in this house. So if somebody is sick or somebody does have any type of virus, it don't have to be the corona, it can be the flu, it can be a cold, it can just be some allergies. A lot of these things recirculate through the house unless you happen to be fortunate enough in times like these to have radiant heat or baseboard heat where the air that you have in the house is still and it's not being forced. But if you have a forced air house, being in a house right now ain't really doing much good for you because it's recirculating anything that may be harmful to you anyway. So even if you're in the house and you can't leave, try opening the window on a day like today. Let this breeze come through, Get those kids up in the car, load them down, come down to the lake if you got a lake, go to the river, go to the pond, get some of this good sun. Again, instead of focusing on what's closed, think about what's open. My heart is open, my mind is open, as should be yours. It's not the end. It's only the beginning of something new and something exciting. We don't have to be afraid. We don't have to just be cooped up in the house watching TV all day, letting them scare you about the unknowns. We've conquered many unknowns throughout our lifetime. There's been plenty of times where if you just pause for a minute and think back, you say, man, I didn't know how I was going to get through this. Some of those things are simple and trivial once we look back at it, but at the time it seemed very, very massive and like something looming that you couldn't overcome. Whether it be, getting through your college degree, taking the final paper, getting through a job interview, getting through this last economic downturn and crisis that we had in 2007 through 13, 14, whatever. So many people lost their jobs and lost their homes, but we made it through that and we gonna make it through this. Because we are overcomers. And we can't let the same people that cause a lot of these problems. They put a lot of the pollution in the air and, just a lot of different things. They don't care about little people, working class people. We can't let those people scare you into thinking that it's the end while they sit on top of their ivory tower. I'm enjoying Lake Michigan. It's beautiful. Some people got Lake Erie, Lake Superior. Some people have ponds, rivers, and streams. But no matter where you are in the world, we all have the sun, the largest star up in the sky. And no matter what you believe, you can be atheist. You can believe in yourself, which is awesome. It's incredible to believe in yourself. No matter what you may call the Most High, we all here. And we're connected to a power source. We're connected to something bigger than fear. I happen to be connected to love. I love my people. I love the outdoors. I love the sun. I love life in general. I love music. So I'm listening to great music. Hopefully I can write some beautiful music. I might watch a movie later. What I'm not going to do is sit in the house and be afraid. And this is not to condemn anybody who is afraid, who is worried, because there's nothing wrong with, it's a natural human reaction. But it's more so to encourage you that you don't have to be that way. You woke up today, above ground and below the heavens. So if you're looking at this right now, you're above the ground and below the heavens. So you much better than a lot of other people that went to bed last night for the last time. So a lot of us have our health, we have our mental capacity, we have spiritual capacity, and we have the ability to move around and do things. Don't be afraid of martial law or whatever they talking about is gonna happen or whatever. Don't worry about any of that, because we have the power to do like so many things because we've done it. Look out through your history. Talk to your grandparents. Talk to some of your living ancestors, not ancestors, but the people that started your family, your elders. Talk to some of them and ask them about some of the tough things that they've been through and how they made it. They not worried, they not afraid. We got each other. So a lot of people are practicing social distancing and they're staying away from everybody and keeping it real. Like some of those people we ain't need to be around anyway. You know what I mean? We ain't need to be around the negativity. We needed a break from some of these jobs, and the kids might have needed a break from school, and some of those buildings probably did need to be deep cleaned and things like that. But the things that are good for you, you can't let somebody tell you not to do that. I'm not going to let somebody tell me not to enjoy the sun and enjoy fresh air. And if I see you, y'all know I'm a loving person, I'm going to hug you. I may not shake your hand, but I wasn't shaking a lot of hands anyway because some of y'all just nasty. And I love you too, but that's just what it is. But I'm still going to hug you. I'm still going to show love. I'm going to enjoy the sun, and I'm going to enjoy my people for whatever amount of time we have left. Because tomorrow is not promised for anybody. I'm not going to let any person, I don't care how much money they have, how much influence they may have over us through the media and through television programming and programming in general, I'm not going to let any of those people tell me I can't love you. I can't love life. I can't enjoy the sun. I can't enjoy the fresh air. And I can't just enjoy being who I am, who I was created to be, who I was dreamed about. Like some of our parents dreamed of us since they were little kids. They dreamed of having a family and making a beautiful son or daughter and what they may be like. And to be completely honest with you, some of us exceeded our parents' dreams. Some of us made it further. We made it out of situations that they never would have thought we would have came out of. We broke generational curses. We grew up bigger and stronger and became wiser than they ever would have thought. you know? So, like, we can exceed any of those dreams. We can continue to dream, continue to love, and continue to just live and enjoy life. Don't let anybody steal your joy. Don't let anybody steal the smile that's on your face. And again, instead of focusing on what we can't do and then focusing on what's closed, focus on what we can do and what's open. My heart is open. My mind is open. The sky and the world and all of this beauty is open. And if you open the eyes that are given to you, that you're blessed with, whether you believe God bless you with it or you believe whatever, the stars, the universe, whatever, if you just focus on opening those eyes, opening your heart and mind, and look outside and see what's out here. Some of us know we got beautiful people around us, and we know we have beautiful surroundings. You can create the world that you want. You don't have to accept it and accept the ugly and all of that. So just take time to be thankful that, okay, while we practicing social distancing, we're going to distance ourselves from the negativity. We're going to distance ourselves from the ugly that's inside people. And if you feel like it's on the outside of them, do that too. Some of y'all can get ribbed. It's all good. But I'm serious though. On a lighter note, just enjoy the time that we have. And don't let anybody scare you into being afraid of enjoying your life, enjoying your friends, enjoying your family. A lot of these restaurants are closed, but some of us were supposed to be cooking anyway. Some of us were eating things we wasn't supposed to be eating. And, you know, just being in environments that some of these kitchens should have been on dirty dining and stuff like that anyway. So you can eat at home, you can cook at home, you can enjoy, you know, just think about the love that you feel at Thanksgiving meals and Christmas meals and just think nobody has to die to have a repast. We can cook and enjoy each other now. We don't need a special occasion. Every day is a special occasion. So think of the good with all of this stuff being closed. Enjoy that, enjoy yourself, and, you know, try to enjoy this day, the rest of the days, and as much time as we have. I'm going to enjoy the sun, Lake Michigan. There ain't no boats out here. There's not a lot of traffic. We don't have to worry about smog or nothing like that here. So just think about what we have. I love you, and if I see you, I'm going to give you a hug, because that's what I do. I'm going to show you some love. I'm going to nod. We're going to do what we do. So enjoy yourself, enjoy your family, and just, again, focus on what we can do, not what we can't. Focus on what's open and not what's closed. I love you. Talk to y'all later.